This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life. And here we are again.
So next year, 2017, 150th of the Chisholm Trail, and of course Abilene. We've already been out to Abilene and talked a little bit about that. But that gives us the opportunity to bring up Gary and Margaret Kraisinger from Halstead. And if anybody in this state should have a gold statue devoted to them, the work these guys have done in documenting the cattle trails is unbelievable. I mean, it's like a PhD program, what they've developed. And Gary is a cartographer. So I love this story. When he started looking for information on the cattle trails, they just couldn't find anything definitive. And so they start, like all researchers do, going through the newspapers and finding, okay, the cattle went a mile from town, so he puts that little dot on a map. And he steps back and looks at it, and he has a shotgun blast. And he's like, this doesn't make any sense. And then one night he's looking at it, and he's like, duh, the dates. And when he puts the dates in, they start lining up. And then they start moving west for various reasons that they'll talk about in their books. And they've got a second book out, working on more, and just phenomenal folks. If you get a chance to hear them speak, take it. There are a limited number of books, so you can go to their website and order one if you don't have it, and several historic sites have them around Kansas. Let's take a look at Gary and Margaret Kreisinger's work.
Since 1967, Gary and Margaret Kraisinger have had one mission in their research: to tell readers exactly where the Western Cattle Trail was located and its role in the history of the American West. Through maps and in-depth research, they have documented the location of the largest cattle trail system to come out of Texas to deliver longhorns to the north from 1874 to 1897. Their first book, published in 2004, The Western, The Greatest Texas Cattle Trail, 1874 to 1886, presented the location and history of the trunk line, focusing with their maps on Indian Territory, Oklahoma, Kansas, and southwestern Nebraska. In their second volume, The Western Cattle Trail, 1874 to 1897, Its Rise, Collapse, and Revival, published in 2015, the entire trunk line is presented from Texas to Canada, showing its route before and after the Kansas quarantine of 1885, plus a discussion of the system's feeder routes, detours, and splinter routes. For this second book, the couple received, in 2016, the National Cowboy Hall of Fame's Wrangler Award for Best Nonfiction Book and the Six Shooter Award from the Wild West History Association for Best Book for 2016. In the last several months, Gary and Margaret have shifted their research and writing focus to the Chisholm Trail. With the 150th anniversary of the Chisholm Trail in mind in 2017, the couple have prepared another book entitled The Shawnee Arbuckle Trail, 1867 through 1870, the predecessor of the Chisholm Trail to Abilene, Kansas. This book shows the importance of the early Shawnee Trail and its connection to the later Chisholm Trail. Audiences will be surprised to learn that trail drivers used another route in Indian Territory, Oklahoma, to push their longhorns to Abilene, Kansas in 1867 through 1870, before the current-day recognized Chisholm Trail in Indian Territory was used. The Kraisingers are constantly researching, mapping, and writing on some aspect of the cattle trailing industry. They plan to concentrate next on the cattle trails north of Abilene and Ellsworth into Nebraska. The couple is always glad to share their knowledge. Give Margaret a call if your group is interested in a program on any of the 4 south to north cattle trail systems.
Buffalo Bill Cody earned his legendary title in Oakley. Bring the family and come celebrate Oakley's pioneering history and unique geography at 2 sites, the Buffalo Bill Cultural Center and the Fick Fossil Museum. Cody's statue marks his achievements and welcomes visitors to the Cultural Center. The Fick Fossil Museum houses world-class fossils and artifacts. You'll find Oakley at the hub of U.S. Highways 83 and 40 and I-70. Stop for the legend. Stay for the day. Discover Oakley.